Hey there, Internet. So today I'm going to be filming my everyday makeup basket. I was going to try and wait a few more days, but I just couldn't. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. And if you watch my last one, you'll see that I do have some new or different things in here than I put in there last time because I've ordered some stuff. But I'm going to be going on a no-buy starting today, which is April 4th. And I'm going to be taking that through to May 4th. So I shouldn't be getting any new things or putting in any new things this time. So, alright, let's go through I'm going to keep all my powders in here. I'm almost done with this e.l.f. under eye powder. If you see, you can't even barely see what's in there. And then once that's done, I'm going to try and see if the mineral veil will set my under eye. And if not, I'll pull in a different loose powder for that because the Wowder's just a little bit dark. Keeping this in. Keeping all these are all Project Pans in. I actually pulled this back in. This is the CC Cream in Light. This is one that I bought a while ago when I didn't really know my shade and it's too dark for me, but some of my new foundations, the LA Girl and Jouer, are both too light for me, so I'm going to mess around with different combinations of mixing ones that are too dark with ones that are too light to see if I can balance them out. So I'm going to be keeping in all of these foundations. There's even a few more. There's the Jouer. There's this It Cosmetics Bye Bye Lines, which I'm wearing today, as well as this Project Pan one from the Body Shop that I've been working on for a while. And there's even a few more, I just can't fit them up here. So all of this is staying in, all of this is staying in. I'm actually going to be pulling in the Bare Minerals powder foundation because I want to use this up. It's a foundation primer, and I always feel like if you have the one from the brand, you should use it with that specific foundation. So I want to pull that in to use this up. I know there's not very much left in there. I just haven't used it in a while. Alright, going down here. So like I said, there's other ones in here. I am going to be putting this one back. I did use it a few times. I don't think it's going to be very good for mixing, so I'm going to put that there. But I am going to keep in the Born This Way foundation just because I only used it once. And I want to play around with different primers and all that to see how it does with those. And I'm going to actually get a small notebook to put in my makeup area where I do my eyeshadow so I can kind of keep notes on that. So anyways, this one has been in for 2 rotations and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. This came in my BoxyCharm. And if you can tell, this one down here especially I have been using a ton. So I'm going to put this back just because it's all I ever want to use. And I don't think that's very good. So, and I'm also going to put this one back. I really like it. And I already got a few single Laura Geller blushes in the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. This is Project Pan and that stays in there. Alright, and then down here, pretty much all of this is going to come out. I used these, I used all of these, I used those, and I used those too. This I didn't use, so this is staying in. This I used, this ColourPop one I used. I got a few new highlighters this month, some of which I put in here, some of which I didn't. There's one back there that I can't seem to get my hands on. That's not it. That's Milani blush. So I got this one by Give Me Glow Cosmetics. This is Halo, and it's absolutely beautiful. It looks white silvery, but it comes off a really strong gold silver. But I'm going to take that out because I did use it a few times, and I used both of these from Bitter Lace a few times. I really like them, and they smell pretty good. So I'm going to put the camera down for a moment so I can clear all this drawer out. Alright, so the only thing I'm leaving in this is the Incredible You Glow Girl, which is an iridescent jelly highlighter. So leave that there. Going into concealers, I need to keep this one. I'm going to take out the Urban Decay Naked Skin and the ColourPop in Fair 5. I actually ordered a few more of these because they just released a ton of new shades. And I'm excited to try. Well, yeah, I ordered even lighter ones because this was the lightest one that they had, Fair 5. And it came out with 5 lighter ones. And I also got the white for cutting creases. So because that even isn't that light for me. And these are primers that I'm going to work in once I'm done with other samples. So I'll pull in a few different concealers, probably only maybe 1 or 2 though, because I need to try and really focus on these 2, plus this Tarte one up here that's in my project pan. I'm getting there, working on it, but you know. Alright, that's all gonna stay there. This is all gonna stay in here, and this is all, oh, I'm gonna put these ones back for real. I kind of halfway put them back, but I didn't actually. So this isn't a project pan, but I find myself reaching for it every single day. So I'm pretty far along on it, and I don't need to finish it to the end of the year. So I'm gonna wait until it's summertime because of the SPF. I think it'll go really well then, and I don't really need to worry about using it up. So, alright, so now we're down here in the face palettes, and I know I want to bring in this guy, the Benefit Cheek Parade. I was actually thinking about doing a back to cruelty-free project pan in which I would need to use this guy up. So I'm going to pull this one in. I do really like Hoola Light. I want to try and use Hoola a little bit more. And I feel like I've barely used any of these blushes. So I'm just going to pull this guy in. I'm going to pull in Moonchild because I think if I don't have a colorful highlighter palette in there, I'm going to be super antsy. And then I think I will bring in, let's bring in no, actually, you know what? I have a bunch of new blushes that I'm going to bring in, so I'm just going to leave the rest of these here. Yeah. But I'm also going to be bringing in a new full size, or like larger size primer. So I feel like I've been getting, this is my stuff that I'm not supposed to pull out until I've finished other stuff. But I feel like I've just been getting really antsy about the ones that I actually have out. And I just don't really feel super into any of them, so I want to try a new one. I'm tempted to try and use this guy, but I also feel like that's something I should save for winter time. So I think I'm going to pull in this Laura Geller Spackle, just because I'm just curious about what it's going to be like. So I've never tried this before. The rest of these are all completely unopened. Oh, I'm actually going to pull in this one too, because why not? And it seems like it'd be something that'd be easy to use up, but the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. I got this in a Sephora Favorites primer and powder box, which had a lot of stuff in it, so I'll pull those 2 in and try them out with my new foundations and all that, and that'll be a fun tryout thing. If I can get this drawer back in. Maybe. Maybe not. I think there's something. Oh, yeah. I have lashes in there. And they got stuck. Okay. What's in here? Urban Decay All Nighter. No, I need to use my Make It Last first. And then that. No, I need to use it my Make It Last. That's in my project pan, and I need to use it. And then this lace big. Oh, I was wondering where that was. I'm actually gonna take this out and put it in with my other powders. Yeah. All right. Cool. So we are done with this container. All right. So the first thing I'm gonna do over here is blushes. No, this is bronzers. Well, I'm gonna do this first. And I think the only one I'm going to bring in is this Body Shop Honey Bronzer 01, and I'm going to leave the rest because I want to try and use Hoola and Hoola Light, as well as my Project Pan bronzer, which is just lasting forever and ever, given that it was a free 100-point perk from Sephora. Did not expect it to last this long. Alright, now I think, yep, this is blushes. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I got all 3 of the Jouer blush bouquets. So I don't think I want to pull in all 3 of them because I think that'll just make me crazy because I can't tell them apart until I open them. So I'm going to just pull in 1, maybe 2. Alright, so let's open all these. Alright, and I haven't tried these at all. Trying to think about the shades that are in that Benefit palette. I kind of want to pull in this guy. It's really light, but I'm very fair, and I feel like I don't have shades like this in the Benefit palette or in the Tarte palette that I already have in there. So I'm going to pull this one in, leave these other two for another time. I'm very excited to use them, so I might end up pulling them in early if I get too antsy about it. And then, let's see here. I'm going to pull in another one, and I think I want to do the NYX Ombre blush, which is in Sweet Spring. It looks like that. Very bright, very springy. So, pull this in, try and get some good use out of it. Alright. Nope. Nope. Okay, these are my regular shade highlighters. So this is the only thing I don't have in like a big palette other than my Anastasia. I'm going to bring in one of these Pixie ones. I'm just going to pick randomly, which is London Luster. I'm going to bring in this Tarte one, which is Exposed. I don't like this one as much as Stunner, but that's probably why I need to pull it in. I'm going to bring in a Jouer one, just pick it randomly. It's going to be Topaz. Oh, this one might be the one that's too dark for me. Well, we'll find out. I want to bring in Becca Opal, if I can open it. Come on. Yeah. Bring that one in. And then, what's this? Oh. Yeah, I'm going to bring in this guy. This one I actually traded my last one from Ipsy, which was a City Color Duo, for this one from one of my color guard students, and I know she watches my videos, so if you're watching, I'm going to use this for the next few weeks, so I'm not going to say your name, because, you know, but you know who you are. Alright, and that's... Oh, I'm going to pull in this one too. Yeah, I'm going to pull in Pearl from Physicians Formula, just because I don't have a really good white one in there right now. And that'll be it from here. And then I'm going to really quick look at my colored ones. So I'm going to bring in one of these Becca ones. Let's bring in, I think last time that's Pearl Flashes Gold. I'm going to bring in Champagne Dreams Flashes Bellini, which looks like that. It's very pretty. And I'm also going to bring in this guy, just for fun, because, you know, why not? Alright, let's see here. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, concealer. I think I'm going to bring in the LA Girl Pro Conceal, just to get some use out of that. And then I'm also going to bring in the Tarte Shape Tape, which I actually have not even opened yet, because I was saving it for finishing other ones, but I just want to see what all the hype is about. I've had it for a few months and I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to bring in those two, and then keep focusing on my project pans. And then I don't think I'm going to bring any foundations in, except for this Bare Pro one, because I feel like this one's a little bit too dark for me. It's in Dawn number 2. It's a tiny bit too dark for me, and I feel like the texture would be a really good mix with the Jouer one, because they're both really pretty watery. So I'm going to try mixing this with the Jouer one. So even though I have a ton of foundations in there, I'm going to bring this in. I also just really like this foundation, so this will be a good one to use. And it does have SPF in it, which is always a good thing. Oh yeah, and then I said I wanted to bring this guy in. So I think this is the line. This is where I was at the beginning of the year. I haven't used it since then, so. But I used it a ton back in fall and in the end of the summer when I started getting crazy about wearing makeup. So, alright, so that's going to be it for this. yeah, I really want to bring in, I wanted to bring in this guy after my one last time, which is the blush palette, but I think with the Jouer palettes and the Benefit one, I think bringing this one in will be too much. This one you really kind of have to do with like no other blushes, just because there's already so much there that you don't get a chance to use it all unless you bring in nothing else with it. So I'm gonna go put all my drawers back together and then I will show you the finished product. Alright, so here's the new setup. As you can see, my foundation area is very crowded. Usually I only have just this area up here with foundations. As I start using and combining things, I might put some away in the middle of the month just to make it a little bit less crowded, but this is where it's at right now. All my Project Pan things and my powders. I put the spackle here to remind myself to use it. This is my face palette, and also this mixing palette is going to be very useful for this month. I always keep that in there. All of my highlighters, my 3 blushes, and my 1 bronzer that I added in because I'm trying to use bronzers and really get to know them a little bit better, but highlighters I just go crazy with, so I don't mind having this many in here. It's a lot, but you know what? I will definitely use all of those. So concealers, that's the same, this is the same, this is the same. So this is what I'm going to be using for the next few weeks. If you guys wanted to see how I manage my palette usage, I actually have been doing a new thing where I pick out between 2 and 5 palettes for the week, and then I pull shades from a bunch of them for one look. So if you wanted to see that process, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I will definitely make a video about it. But yep, this is what I'm going to be using. Let me know what you're going to be using for the next few weeks. I love to watch these videos, so hope you're having a good day wherever you are, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.